What's up, Hambone here, and after about 2 weeks of me saying I was going to put this video out, I finally did, finally got around to recording it yesterday, and this is the Shiv only challenge, and sadly in this video I do punch a person one time out of just, what's the word I'm looking for, reaction more or less, and yeah, but I didn't kill him, and I didn't even get the final kill on him. One of my teammates shot him down, and that was it. So that was about the only mishap I had, and I did accidentally steal someone's kill, and I'll get to that in a minute when it happens. But I just want to talk about the class I'm using really quick. I'm using Covert Training 3, simply because it does give you a Shiv to start with, and then I'm using Crafter 3 and Reviver 2. I did have a class where I was using First Aid Training 2 and Reviver 3 over Crafter, and I found myself being always, or at least when I was using that class in particular, I found myself being away from my teammates too much for me to really get too much of use out of First Aid Training, so I decided to go with Crafter instead. And right here, here's the moment where I steal that kill, and see, I'm going over here, and then I run over here, and on my TV screen, it's too dark, and I thought he was sitting like crouched down. I didn't realize he was just down until it was too late, and then I took the kill. But yeah, my bad right there. But getting back to what I'm doing here, the Shiv challenge, it was tougher than the melee only challenge, simply because I more or less had to be in the right position or have a smoke bomb at all times on me to get a kill. You know, I rather had to be behind him or I had to have him stunned, and sometimes it's hard to get behind people, especially if you're playing a lot of narrow maps. And for whatever reason, I kept getting on the map Lakeside last night, which, as much as I like the map, it's not good for Shiv only because it's so long and people, I don't think that's a good Shiv only map, because I kept getting it last night and I kept having to play that map, and I just couldn't get good games on it. But as a whole, really, this challenge, it was definitely more difficult than the melee only. I went negative 2 games doing this, and partly because, well, I kind of had to get away from my team and get behind people. I couldn't really stick with my team a lot because I needed to be able to flank and get behind enemy teams, and the teams that we were playing against where I went negative those 2 times, they were covering their flanks pretty good, and I really couldn't do anything about it. But as a whole, I mean, I had some pretty decent games. This one, if we exclude the kill I took, I only went positive 2, but considering the fact that I had to Shiv every kill, I think that's decent. Not great, not good really at all either, but it's not bad. Then also, at the same time, I did have a, if you notice the playstyle I'm doing, it's kind of a pushy style, I guess. It's not super slow, because I am trying to force my way up into behind people and stuff like that and use the smoke bombs as much as I can. I did have a playstyle that I was trying out, and it was super slow. Like, I mean, it was boring to watch. And that's why I actually had one where I went 3-0, but it was beyond boring to watch, and I mean, I didn't even like playing that way. It was super boring for me, and y'all wouldn't have wanted to see something like that where it was just me more or less I was camping and just being like a fat ninja or something and not moving around, just hiding pretty much. I mean, that's the best way to describe how I was playing. It was pretty boring. But other than that, the Shiv challenge, you know, difficult, but not as difficult as I thought it was going to be. I thought I was going to be just dying every couple minutes trying to do this, and I ended up having games where I didn't die too often. I actually ended up leading my team a couple times doing the Shiv challenge, but those were games where I ended up dying like 6 times and I went even. But other than that, that's about it. I did it. It was hard. It was harder than the melee challenge, but it wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. But my next question for y'all is, what could I do next? I have no ideas for another challenge. If y'all could maybe give me one or an idea or something, I'd definitely be down to do it. I was thinking about doing just a 9mm pistol only challenge without upgrading it at all, because I think that'd be pretty difficult, because 9mm is trash unupgraded. But other than that, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to give the video a like, and then if you like these types of videos, be sure to subscribe to my channel because I try to put them out every Tuesday and Thursday. And as always, enjoy the rest of your